Welcome to this spotlight session on travel. One of the big issues that is always a challenge going to a new country for international travelers has been travel. And I know that this is something that you have been very keen to solve and have done brilliantly this year, Tobias. Do you like to tell us about what is happening with travel this year for AERO Friedrichshafen?
Yes, so thank you for putting together that group of awesome people actually to talk about the travel and accommodation topic for the upcoming AERO. We are a growing show. The show this year is gonna foresee to be very big again in terms of all the different parts coming together. And the reason we wanted and had to focus more on everything that is not really happening on the venue but outside is simply that the growth needs to be handled also in terms of accommodation and how to get there and how to make it as smooth as possible. So this is why we had to focus more on bringing in new partners and new options for this year's show and also the years ahead.
Thank you. That's brilliant. And of course, let's turn now to Laurent. Laurent, would you introduce yourself and say what your role in this solution is?
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Liz. My name is Laurent Riva. I'm the managing director for bnetwork Switzerland, and we are the official housing accommodation partner for AERO 2026. So we have actually secured a lot of hotels and hotels to be able to host all the exhibitors and attendees for the show, and with a very easy and comprehensive platform where exhibitors and attendees can navigate to choose their hotel.
I'll come back to you in a second to talk a little bit more about that. But Fabian, could you explain your role in part of this new expanded travel ease for this year's show?
Of course, Liz. So good morning. Fabian Rosenberg, CEO and founder from UNIQON. We are brand new in the market. And so we've been live with our service since January 12th. And we're connecting Friedrichshafen with Düsseldorf, Hamburg, and Berlin 3 times per week. And we're very excited to be a partner of AERO 2026.
Oh, thank you very much. And quickly, my travel agent partner, where my role is, more commonly you'll see me working with Toby and the team to do the spotlight sessions, but I'm also partnering with my travel agent. After attending the show last year, and it was brilliant, but having to get back to the UK really quickly. So we are organising a charter flight, a private charter flight directly from London to Friedrichshafen to help people in our sector of the industry, and in fact anyone from the UK, to come and get direct to the show. So coming back now to explain why it's so important. Toby, why was it so important to you to really focus on for this year?
Because of course, for me, putting the show to a next level together with partners, together with my team, is first of all we listen to the feedback that exhibitors but also attendees and partners gave us, and that's why it was pretty clear after last year's success of the show, the growth in the business aviation area, that we need to focus more on offering dedicated solutions in terms of travels and accommodations, right? So people, we all know, and it's not a secret, that Friedrichshafen is a very nice town at the lake of Constance, but it's not a major city, right? With a lot of solutions that major hubs have. That's why it is so important to advise and to also speak today in this session about the solutions we have, together with Laurent, together with Fabian, together with you and Tony, and other partners, and about where to stay, what's the best way to come to the show, from which country, from which region, and to really focus this for the upcoming show in April.
It's fantastic. Now, Laurent, can you speak a little? We were talking just before we started recording about what your impression of accommodation and why it's essential. Would you expand on that?
Sure. Louise, to me, accommodation, and this is the passion here of my personal passion and also for the team. Accommodation is often the first and the last impression attendees, exhibitors has about the show. For AERO, of course, a lot of them are coming from various countries, and what we offer is just like not only just housing, just book your rooms. It's also about to find a stress-free experience where exhibitors and attendees are coming to the show, because this is about like the great experience, a smoother operation, logistics. I have my room, everything is in order. The dimension, the proximity of the show, the connection, the price. Well, in one word, peace of mind, I would say.
Peace of mind. That's brilliant. And now Fabian too, of course, we're talking from an international perspective, but Germany is a very big country, and point-to-point connection regionally is huge topic. Would you speak a little bit about that and how it's going to benefit show attendees this edition?
Yeah, so we just planned this project since April 2025, together with some companies in the area of Friedrichshafen, with Toby and his team. And so Toby told the pain point from Hamburg to Friedrichshafen with the car or with the train is massive. 12 hours from Berlin, 8 to 10 hours. And now we have a flight. We have 80 minutes, 90 minutes. And that's a good chance for everyone.
I agree, because sorry, Toby, carry on.
And I think one very important thing is also that once you really save time by using the connections that now also Fabian has put into place, because right here, once they landed, they can very easily within a fraction of the time be at the show. And so this enables the people really for a smooth travel experience. And as of course the hubs Berlin, Düsseldorf, and Hamburg are also connected to the world, this is even a chance for international attendees. And the reason we started very early, Fabian mentioned April last year, was also that we, after last year's show and the learnings we had, we did a little survey on the topics of flights and developed a heat map which we shared with Fabian. And of course, Fabian's offer is not only a connection for the show. It's you can book your tickets and fly since January this year already, but it's a great opportunity for the venue itself here and for our show.
Yeah, and it's such a great topic as well, regional connectivity. And from our point of view as well, I wish Tony was here, and be reassured he's actually dealing with a flight people miss. So he has 26 people to fit on a flight this morning. He's been my travel agent for 20 years now, which is why I'm partnering with him for this project. But obviously needs to be ATOL protected. It's going to be operated by a well-known UK charter company. Well, they're going to charter it and organise the charter part. And from my point of view, I think that I'd like people to know what a great networking show this is for the industry. I first came many years ago and I've been blown away. This last year, it was just, there was so much business happening. There was so much of a great vibe, great networking. And that's why we want to do the flight as well, just to make sure that we can provide an opportunity for people to network right through. And I know you're very generously with this one package, offering people the VIP party option as well, which is amazing, because the whole, to be in a space where you can just meet so many decision makers, you can see the aircraft right up close and personal. I'm talking from the business aviation. I know the whole show is brilliant for that too, but you know, you're actually doing deals there, and that is why it's worth coming from a business perspective. From a learning perspective, there is so much to learn with all the sessions. So you know, we're committed to getting there because it's so worth attending.
And I have to say, because you mentioned the business aviation side, and of course the show is much more than that. But however, as we see a huge growth in BizAv, it's an experience that a lot of people that are moving into the show and experience it for the first time or the second time, they are not so much aware with the region, with hotel accommodation, and how to get there. And this is also why it's so important that people that are coming now this year for the first time, or maybe for the second time, that they get all the help we can offer. And also with Laurent, with a trusted partner, with his agency that is doing also so many aviation shows worldwide, brings in not just the knowledge, but also I would say a network within the aviation industry. So this is really important, that people really understand the value of it, and that they can rely on the help to make really the travel and accommodation as easy as possible, in order to then, first impression counts, you know, focus really on what counts, and that's the show visit or the show duration, the networking and all of that.
You, if I can add actually to what you just said, Tobias, yes, the Friedrichshafen region is to me a unique, and it's a unique place to run like an to run this air show. We are at the crossroads of three countries, right? Switzerland, Germany, and Austria. It creates fantastic, opportunities, and I think most of people will be blown away, to see the facilities that you have there. But also we offer and we have to be honest, a great complexity, which probably, people in the aerospace industry love to deal with. But and in terms of accommodation, we wanted to make sure to offer actually great properties, ideally positioned around the show, and keeping in mind this region complexity.
And I'm aware that Fabian has got a brand new airline that is doing brilliantly, and when all of you we're taking some time up, and I didn't, I think they're great topics. There's one key thing though, I think people would also like to know. I think, Toby, you're solving the problem or the challenge for people getting around into the show from different points in Friedrichshafen. I believe you've got transport on site as well.
Yes. So the on the ground transportation has always been also a big focus point from our end in terms of logistics. So there's of course the main airport in Friedrichshafen, where you plan to fly in from Stansted, but also Fabian. But there are also smaller regional airfields in the region where all the private pilots can fly in with their different aircraft. And we have shuttle connections with shuttle buses from 3 to 4 airports, airfields in the region. But for the first time, and this is really new, we also offer for the upcoming show a free of charge hotel shuttle bus service from the 3, let's say, directions. One from the east from Lindau, from the Bavarian side of the lake. One from the north, from Ravensburg. And one from the west, from Überlingen. So all of these towns where the shuttle buses start are in a roughly 30-40 minute proximity and distance, and then they basically collect the people from different hotels along the way to the venue. Yeah, and this is happening in the morning, and then of course in the evening back to the destinations.
So I think you've ticked all of the boxes. We've got regional travel. We've got that will also fly into international travel. We've got a direct charter. We've got a fabulous accommodation solution, and we've got travel on site. So there's literally no reason for people not to start booking to get to the show. Toby, how do they do that? Where can they find out about all of us on the
Well,
website?
all the informations are centralized, of course, on our website. And then, of course, the focal topics and the details you find on the different websites, on Fabian's airline. And then, of course, with you and Tony on the charter flight from the UK. And then, of course, with Laurent and his great team of bnetwork. You find all of their contact details on our website, and then with the link on their website, and of course the booking platform. Yeah.
So go there now.